Alright, hello guys. So today is June 1st, 2022. 8 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, the Torbit riding mower is still here. I decided I'm gonna keep it with me, so I'll be good. I'm gonna think about disabling this mower reverse switch, which I think is this switch right there, because like I kept telling you about, if you engage the blades and put it in reverse, or if you try to mow it in reverse and engage the blades, the engine will shut down on its own, even though it does have a mow in reverse button, which is located right here. You still can't mow it in reverse. So to disconnect that switch, hopefully that'll be solve the problem, but you gotta be very careful to make sure no one is behind you. So just a quick tip. Oh yes, I want to show you this. This is nothing really special. This is a freebie actually. This is a Ryobi 18-volt lawnmower, 16-inch deck. It's tiny. I can literally put this in there with one hand. Check this out. Yeah. Yeah, it's so light. I put a battery in it and it just works fine. Yeah, let me give you a little demonstration quick. Pop the battery in, and then watch this. Push this button. It's the same style as the 40 volt, so watch. Push this button. So not bad. This would just be maybe just a little touch-ups. I can throw that in the back of the gorilla cart right there. The gorilla cart attached to the toy boat, and I can put it in the back if I do touch-ups when I use the riding mower. So, alright, so that's not this video is about. This video is actually about this. It's my 2003 Toro Super Recycler 20037 with the 6.5 horsepower bridging strut and quantum engine. So I want to give you guys a little update on this. Overall, the whole thing's been working just fine. So, I was using it the other day and it started smoking, you know, like it was overheating, which, it was a little low on oil, which thank goodness I didn't even blew the motor up. I replaced the head gasket, I cleaned the carbon off the piston and, the valve seats. The valves. And yeah, and I tried to run it, see if it made a difference, technically it didn't really make that much of a difference with the new head gasket on for some reason, because I was trying to figure out that little popping overheating noise, whatever it was. So I don't think it wasn't the head gasket. Thinking it could be the valves, but I don't have the valve tools to do it, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. But anyway, yeah, so I did that. Also, I had a fresh oil in it. I have not ran it since I did that. And also, I don't know if you know this, but the transmission underneath here, I took the cover apart and I tried to clean off some of the grease. The grease wasn't that bad, to be honest, but I cleaned it all good. I put Lucas extra heavy duty grease in there, and haven't even ran it still. I think I put a little bit too much in there. I think after this video I'm gonna take some of the grease off for this, just a little, if I need to. But yeah. Okay, so now today's video is actually gonna be doing a 2-bale conversion on this. Well, if you're wondering, no one's ever done a 2-bale conversion on this Super Recycler. Never. Like I literally seen, no one has ever done this before, and that's why I had this idea. Because I was looking on Parts Trade the other day when I first got this. I was looking at the part number for the handle, and that 1032 handle. This is the 2-bale handle from the Longboy 1032, if you remember to have that. I missed that mower. That was good. So I test fitted that handle on there and it fits. Well, the strange thing was, I was going to tell you this because if you didn't know this, this handle, that handle, okay, so if you look, here's some parts to, so this is parts diagram handle upper, so it says part number is 104-80-05, might be a bit hard to see, but it's the best you can see. Okay, now if we go to the intensity 2 here, okay, so this is the intensity 2, and check this out. What, remember the Toro was 104-8680-05. Well, check this out, same part number. So for some reason it looks like that this personal pace handle, that Longboard Intensity 2 handle, they both use the same part number, because the difference is with these two is that one is just a sliding telescoping handle versus one is just with a tube bail on this end. See how the bail bar? I just prefer this setup a lot better. But the personal pace in that one's actually not as bad as you think. I got tired of the yeah, you see that Easy Stride handle that was on the 10550? That was like over a year and a half ago since I had that on there. I got tired of it because the Easy Stride handle was a little bit tougher to engage than the personal pace on the Toro. I think maybe it was my cable adjustment or something I didn't want to mess with, so I left it alone, and I got tired of the Easy Stride on that. So, okay, so now the parts that I have to use in order to convert that handle onto this. Oh, where is the, oh, okay, well here is the brake cable. Okay, so this brake cable part number is 104-8677. Now, this is actually the brake cable that is from a Longboard Intensity 2. I bought this one brand new. I also had another one as well that I just ordered. If you can tell, I don't know if you know this, but you can see this little clamp, the screw on this end. Well, okay, so speaking about the brake cable, so as I'm talking about it right now, so if you're wondering how I got it to work, so the way I got it to work was I took that Longboard Intensity 2 brake cable that you see right there, I bolted onto the handle to test fit it, and when I engage the brake, it will not engage it fully, or will not engage it at all, because it had a lot of slack, and it was bolted on, but it wouldn't allow me for it to engage because it had too much slacking because it was too long. So I measured it. I measured the length, and it was 59.5 inches long, so that was a little too long for me. So I decided to cut off just a little bit, so it turns out I had to cut off at least 4 inches versus the factory setting was, the factory length was 59.5 inches long overall. So now it's about 55.5 inches long, and as I installed it on there, it engaged and disengaged the bail brake just fine. So I know no one's done the 2-bail conversion on this yet, but that's why I'm making this video. I thought it'd be pretty cool. But anyways, so okay, so here is this rope guide right here. It's from the 1062's handle. That's what I will be installing this on. And now this anchor cable, this is for the South Pole cable. It's actually gonna go on this. Well, this is the same as the Toro's, but I test fitted the one that was from the Toro personal pace handle. I put it on there. Somehow I tightened it too much and I broke the plastic. So I ordered this one. I double checked to see if it fits, and it fits on the phone. And luckily I also had a spare anchor cable, which is right here. Well, this is from a 10310, I believe. So I have this as a spare, so I'm keeping that spare if I need it. Alright, so we need this and that. I want to show you something. So before we get started, so now this 2-bail handle has been sitting outside for a little while last year, and it has some rust on this. So I'm gonna be filming myself just not doing the step-by-step of painting. I'm just gonna, just maybe film myself just painting the handle and then just install it on here. Let's go ahead and get started how we're gonna do this. So we're gonna move the brake cable that is connected to the engine. It's connected from the handle. There is supposed to be a little mount on there, but it's off. So, and the cell power cable is also not connected to the anchor, so you just pull this off. And let me go get some pliers and we'll disconnect the brake cable from the engine, pull up from the handle, and we'll remove these two knobs that hold this top handle onto the lower handle. Once that's removed, we'll start painting that, since they choose top handle. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started with this good project. Oh wow, very easy, wow. That's adjusted the way I wanted to. I actually had to trim, this off. This is the original cable. I just had to trim off this little black sleeve in order for the wires to fit through this anchor. As you can see, it was on like this. And put the, see, I put the washer in. Take this nut. I think this has been updated because they made this little cutout right here. This is the real one because this is where I broke it last time. So. I think this works. As you can see, it's attached. I might have to adjust it a little. Yeah, I know it does kind of move a bit, is the way it was designed, but that's the best they can get. So, yeah, now we got bail brake working and got the belt working. We'll take a look at the muffler. If you can see this deflector in the muffler, remember it was silver. Well, I painted black because somehow I'm planning about making this almost like commercial, like I said. So like the only thing that's red is just the deck, but the wheels I'm gonna try and get soon. They'll be the ball bearing commercial wheels. So I'll probably take the 2 commercial wheels off the 10550 and put them on the back. I test fitted it, put them on the back, and it works fine. And then I'm going to buy some of the ball bearing front wheels that were from the Toro 22156. They're the same ball bearing wheels as the long boys, except that's for the front wheels. I had no gear in it, and they're 8 inches, so the same size, good. So yeah, put those on. Those are going to be painted black once I have the right spacer for it. So okay, so it's been a couple hours later since I did the 2 bail and repainted the handle and all that. Well, I just recently took the transmission off and took out some of the grease on it and added a little bit more on the gears. So yeah, I think the gauge is fine. Well, it's nice and fine, so we'll see what happens when I start it up. So the blade is torqued properly. It's got oil in it, fresh oil in it. The new re-greased transmission, put some gas in it. Alright, a little bit, and it's just for the start. So I am low on battery, but I'll just give you a cold start, a little cold start on it.